was filled with belongings, and they just lied.
Are you
My
saying
apartment,
that all
every
of the valuables were there?
all the things that were appropriate were there, and the apartment was pretty full with things. So they're lying completely. Every room had furniture.
What about the Mercedes?
Let's keep walking, guys. Watch yourselves.
Mercedes has never been in New York. It's always been in Florida. And it's there right now.
Dude.
Get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Every bit of property that they want is available if they're entitled to it. Now, the law says they're not entitled to a lot of it. For example, they want my grandfather's watch. He's 150 years old. That's a bit of an heirloom. Usually you don't get those unless you're involved in a political persecution. In fact, having me here today is like a political persecution. The judge knew I couldn't come today. He's also scheduled the trial for right at the time of Donald Trump's inauguration. Gee, I wonder why he did that.
Has Donald Trump called you? Has Donald Trump called you?
Pardon me?
Has Trump called you?
He certainly has.
What did he say?
I'm not going to tell you. Because I'm a very honest person. I've never broken a law. I've lived a life of ethics because I was a prosecutor. You can talk to people that work for me. I'm obsessive about it. All of these charges are completely false, ridiculously exaggerated. This case was brought by a law partner of Hunter Biden. And the law partner was a major lawyer for the most crooked company in Burisma, in Ukraine called Burisma, whose wrongdoing I uncovered 4 years ago. So if you think this is legitimate...
So you're not giving them anything as part of the judgment?
Thank you. Up right here.
Thank you.
This case comes out of that group. It's brought by an activist group. The chief lawyer was Hunter Biden's law partner. The chief lawyer was a lawyer for the law firm that represented the single most corrupt company in Ukraine. That's the source of the $8 million bribe, at least. And there may be more in an offshore bank account, which would be available to the FBI if they question witnesses who were made available to them 4 years ago, and they never went to question. And finally, the lawyer who brought this case represents the company that's responsible for a $50 million bribe to the president of Ukraine, Poroshenko, who's the one who dropped the case to let out Hunter Biden, but most importantly, Mr. Zlochevsky, who is probably one of the richest oligarchs and organized criminals in Ukraine, who, by the way, is pro-Russian. So I have no doubt when this case was brought, it was financed not by these two women, but by the Bidens.